welcome back
to
nothing.
To nothing.
About us.
To a new episode about us. My name is Karina.
And I'm Cora.
And today we wanted to talk about lesbian stereotypes.
Yes.
Because there are quite a few, and we want to talk about if we...
I guess we want to talk about that we are bad lesbians.
Oh, good lesbians, whatever. Do those stereotypes fit or not?
So, I think one of the most common stereotypes about lesbians is U-hauling. So moving in with each other on the second date, sometimes maybe after the second, but not later than that.
I guess we kind of did that.
No.
Well, we didn't move in that fast, but during Corona we lived together actually for a very long time. Before moving in together.
Yeah, but that was after almost a year, more than a year of dating.
Okay, so we're not the typical lesbians here. No, we're not.
And we have to say that our second date was 8 days after our first one.
That's true.
Yeah. So I would say no, but
yeah. Well, it still was after, in my opinion, after a shorter time, because after a year moving in together actually is not that long.
But I think actually many people do that.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
But
I usually wouldn't.
Yeah.
So just first lockdown.
But now we have our own cute little flat together, and we're happy that
that's small.
it's not that small.
Yeah.
Well, I got another
1.5 years.
1.5 years.
Approximately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were talking about our second date, there's another stereotype that says lesbians text or message for years before they meet for the very first time. And I think that is kind of true, because when we met on Tinder, we were messaging for about a month.
No, not that long. 2 weeks.
See, I'm a bad lesbian. I don't get...
You don't remember each and every single one of our anniversaries. Yes, you're a bad lesbian.
Yeah, I am. I wanted more than 2 weeks.
So we matched on January 28th, so not so far in the future, and our first date was on February 12th.
Well, that's not that.
That's 2
That's
weeks.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
not quickly enough for you, obviously.
so we're both, up to this point, we're bad lesbians actually, because those are two stereotypes that we don't fit.
Yeah.
You have another one.
I have a really good one, and I think all of you know that one. Lesbians wear flannel. And obviously we don't, but I brought a present from Karina's closet. And
yeah, I actually did wear them a lot when I was younger.
I'm not sure if younger really covers it, because this is the only one she owns, but until until recently she had, I don't know, 4 or 5 or so.
Yeah, I think so. So you never had one, right?
I did in the 90s. As a teenager.
Yeah,
I had one, and in the 90s it was...
they were like a fashion trend.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, I never threw them away, but I wore them when I was a teenager. Which wasn't in the 90s, but early 2000s.
But you don't need to keep all of
your... Yeah, I know. That's one stereotype that fits with me.
I would say so. Sports. Lesbians like sports.
Well, you obviously do.
Yeah.
Right,
but
right.
but I think they usually talk about team sports.
Like soccer.
Soccer.
Well, I used to play handball for a very long time, and I really enjoyed doing that. So maybe I was always into the kind of sports that was with balls. I always had to throw balls or kick balls, so I guess that's kind of true for me.
Yeah.
After that, I switched to tennis playing, but that wasn't so much fun as handball. So maybe, yeah.
No, I mean, I played team sports when I was younger, but was never really my thing, I guess.
Okay.
So I enjoy going to the gym, I like practicing yoga, but all of these are more individual, so not such a big fan of team sports.
Well, I am. Lesbians are kind of codependent.
Oh, codependency.
They can't be separated for a very long time, and I think that's where we are very guilty. Because, of course, if we have to, we do that, and we both have different jobs, obviously, so we are separated, but
at times, not in our relationship.
Yeah, so I guess that's kind of true for us.
Yeah, but I'm also not sure how much really is. So as you said, so if we had to be separated even for longer periods of time, I'm sure we would manage that.
Yeah, we would manage that,
yeah,
but we don't want to.
Yes, so I'm not sure how much we really are codependent or just going with the stereotype.
But we don't like being separated.
No, we don't. But I just think that it's not a really codependency we have.
No, that's a very strong word for this.
Yeah, we use it. We use
it, but usually to make a bit fun of the situation.
We use it ironically, I would say.
Yeah, because we love to do stuff together, and if we go shopping or whatever, we kind of do it together. We go together to the gym.
But not until recently. So it was always okay that we didn't. So we do have separate hobbies, separate friends.
And I think that's important as well. So another one.
Lesbians hate men.
That's not true. No. When I was younger, some of my best friends were actually boys, so well, maybe that's another stereotype. But I used to.
I think so.
Usually I get along with men very well, and I don't hate them. I just don't want to be with them in a relationship, but I don't hate them, and I sometimes I really enjoy the conversations with men.
I don't hate them either. But I do have to say, but I think that's less of a lesbian thing than a feminist thing, that I don't get along with most. Or I get along with them, and I can get along with almost everyone, but most of them actually do annoy me.
Well, I think that highly depends on the person, but there are lots of women that annoy me as well.
Yeah, but I really have a problem with men who are stuck in gendered role models, in heteronormative thinking, and
that I don't like that as well.
And I think many men of a certain age are still stuck in these patterns.
Yeah, but there are lots of men who are feminist as well, and all the better for that. Yeah. I really do like them.
I do too. I'm just saying that I'm critical.
Yeah.
If you're a man, I'm sure I love you. Oh yes, the big one. There is always a man in a lesbian relationship. So,
no.
Are you the man?
No. That's the biggest bullshit to ever be.
Are we allowed to say this here?
thrown at lesbians, because if we would want to have a man in our relationship, we would pick or choose a man.
Yeah.
And we're definitely both not the man in our relationship. And if it comes to responsibility in certain areas, I think we are both very balanced regarding that. If the one person loves to cook, the other loves to bake, one person does the laundry,
who's
the other
person who loves to cook in this relationship?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, I think we have different, maybe not
Strengths.
Yeah, strengths, and sometimes maybe even responsibilities, but yeah. And some would be traditionally be defined as manly or womanly or whatever, but we don't like all these role models either, so.
Yeah.
So no man here.
No.
Yeah. And I think kind of going with that stereotype is that all lesbians are butch. Short hair, flannel.
Yeah. Well.
Working in manly jobs.
Building wood houses.
Yeah.
Some of them do. Some
Drilling
of them
holes.
don't.
I love drilling holes.
Yeah, I love building wood houses. So
yeah.
basically, that's just a bullshit. You are what you are, and there's not everyone has the short hair. Not everyone has. It's like a farm. Well, there's sometimes something in the middle.
It's a continuum, right? Or nothing.
And it doesn't matter, but it's bullshit to say every lesbian's like that or like that. So that's
no, but the stereotype is not done yet. If you aren't a butch, drilling holes in your walls.
You are not lesbian. You are bisexual.
Yeah, and you need to have threesomes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So that's another big one.
Yeah. So we are obviously we are neither butch, nor are we bisexual.
Well, so let's look with the spectrum.
It's just a phase.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to
it's
say.
A very long face. A very, very long face.
So maybe we just had bisexual phases, heterosexual phases. I don't know.
Yeah, well, if it's just a phase for some people, then I'm wondering why they are.
I don't think it's a phase for anyone. So.
No, that's another one of those stupid stereotypes. Lesbians can drink like a man.
Oh, is that a stereotype?
Sometimes I think so. And it's true.
But well, that would again lead us to the question: what is typically male? What is typically female?
So I'm playing with the flannel.
Yeah, you miss wearing these, right?
Sometimes I do.
Cat people. Lesbians are cat people.
Yes, and we definitely are not cat people.
No.
If we could choose, we would have a puppy.
Yeah.
And I always had dogs in my life, and you did have a dog too, so.
Yeah. But just for a short while until she had to leave us.
And I've had 3 dogs. I have 2 dogs.
Your mom has.
Your mom has, but I grew up with
My
them.
mom no.
My mom had. But I grew up with them. So.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely dog people.
Yeah. And probably not until we are retired.
Yeah. We so want to have a little dog, but we can't because it takes lots of time and organization and stuff, and we just don't have the time for a dog.
And we are traveling too much for that as well.
Someday.
So
that were probably just a few stereotypes. So if you have more, please put them in the comments below.
And also let us know the most annoying stereotype you've ever heard.
Yes.
We might do part 2 of this.
Yes. Depends on how many stereotypes we get in the comments.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching.
And see you next time. And I think we are gonna talk about first times.
Yeah.
And we'll just leave it at that, so you will certainly come back to watch that episode. So, see you soon. Have a nice week and bye bye.